Hi friends, we are back for our second day of our Little Owls night drawing. So we are going to actually turn this into a nighttime drawing. Right now our sky is white, but we're going to make it look like a nighttime sky, and we're going to add some details. The first thing I'm going to work on is actually going to be the tree. So to make the tree, I want to make it look like it has some texture. Do you remember that word, texture? It means that we want to make it look like it feels like it should. So I'm going to actually use crayons, but you can use colored pencils or markers, whatever you have at home. And I'm going to start by creating some texture. And to do that, I'm going to use a dark brown, and I'm going to make some lines kind of coming down my tree branch, maybe have a little curve to them. They can be straight, but I'm going to make them kind of going down the tree trunk like this. And then I'm even going to make them go out onto the branch as well. So I'm adding some texture. I'm creating these lines with the dark brown. And then once I have all my texture on my tree trunk, I'm going to go back over it with a lighter brown, and I'm going to color in all of that white space. And that's going to create the illusion that my trunk of my tree and my branch on my tree are nice and rough. I don't want my tree trunk to be smooth. I want it to be nice and rough. So it looks like a realistic tree. So I created the texture with the darker color, and then I'm going over it with the lighter color. You could also color in first with the light color and then back on top of it with a dark color. Either way works. All right, so I'm going to finish coloring in this tree trunk. And after I'm done coloring in my tree trunk, then I'm going to move on to my owl's face. And I'll come back to the tree trunk in just a minute. But we colored in the pupil of the owl black. And now we want to color in the iris of the owl, which is the second circle out. So inside of that second circle, you can pick whatever color you want. You're going to color it in. And I think I'm going to make my owl's eye blue. In the story, it's green, but I think I want mine to be blue. So in this medium circle, we're going to make it blue, or I'm going to make it blue. You, again, can make it whatever color you want. All right, now this big circle is going to stay white because we want to have some contrast between the outside of his face and the eyeball. So this big circle stays white. So the next part I'm actually going to color is going to be his face. And in the story, Little Owl is brown, but you don't have to make your owl picture brown. If you want to make your owl picture a different, or an owl a different color, you can do that. If you want him to be purple, make him purple. If you want him to be blue, make him blue. Have fun with it. You're the artist. I think I'm going to actually make my owl this melon color. It's kind of a pink color. So I'm going to start to color in his face with this kind of pink color. But again, you can decide what color you want your owl to be. All right. The last thing I want to show you before I speed up this coloring is the background. Now, Little Owl the picture is at nighttime. We have the moon and we have the stars. So we want to make this look like a nighttime background. You can color in your background all black if you wanted to make it look like nighttime. But what I really like to use for nighttime skies in my drawings is either a dark blue or a dark purple. I like having it to be dark, but I also like it to be a color and not just black. So I'm going to actually use a dark purple for my nighttime sky. So on my picture, below the tree branch, all the way to the bottom of my paper, I'm going to color it with my dark purple. That's going to be part of the sky. And then everything above the tree branch that's not part of the owl is also going to be nighttime sky. So I'm going to color that in as well. So you're going to be coloring in that whole sky on your picture so that we know that it's nighttime for Little Owl. And then, of course, the moon can just stay white. All right, friends, I am going to finish coloring my picture, and you are going to finish coloring yours. I hope you enjoyed our little owl's night drawing. And I can't wait to see what yours looks like when you're done. Don't